Let me introduce our next speaker, Dr. Gigliola Staffilani. Professor Staffilani is the Associate Head of the Math Department here at MIT. She received her master's and PhD from the University of Chicago. She then held faculty appointments at Stanford, Princeton, and Brown. She has been a tenured professor at MIT since 2006. Professor Staffilani was named a Sloan Fellow in 2000 and a Fellow of the American Math Society in 2013. She has served on the Board of Advisors of the Math Prize for Girls since we started in 2009. Please welcome Dr. Gigliola Staffilani.
It's always strange to hear all those things. I never think of myself in such a way. So just I think of myself as a mathematician, and it's a wonderful thing. So before I start with a very few remarks, since it's not really my forte to speak in public, I'm a mathematician, so I love to work with my collaborators in a small room. So this is really not what I'm used to. Let me thank again those people and those companies who made this event possible. So, of course, the Advanced Testing Foundation, the Akamai, Wolford Math, and in particular, I would like to thank the Dean Mike Sipser, who used to be the head of the math department. And a special thanks to him because, of course, I think he was instrumental in bringing this event here at MIT, which I think is the perfect home for it. But also because, although obviously my love of mathematics definitely contributed quite a lot in bringing me over here, the fact that Mike was a fantastic head of the department was instrumental as well. So I hope that you will find mentors and supporters as great as Mike in your future. After thanking these official people, I would like to thank you parents. I'm a parent myself, so I know what it means to support your child. And I also like to thank those teachers who recognize the talent in these young women and make sure that they were comfortable in doing mathematics, to make sure that the environment was appropriate for them, and definitely they're going to make a big difference, just like my teacher back in Italy did. Now, since you love math, I don't have to convince you that doing math is great. But what I would like to tell you is that being a professional mathematician is fantastic. Of course, it's not always easy. Sometimes the proof of the theorem doesn't hold up, and then you feel desperate for a few days, but then that somehow encourages you to push further and getting even a bigger theorem. It's also an amazing feeling to teach to students who are interested in mathematics and to educate young people in what it means to do research in mathematics. So because of this, I think that at that time when I made the decision to become a professional mathematician, I made a fantastic decision. I didn't know back then, but life as a professional mathematician is fantastic. And I hope that many of you, young women who are here today, will decide to take that path. This year, as it was mentioned before, was a pretty historical year. So the first woman mathematician got awarded a Field Medal. I know Miriam Mazzucani personally. She's not just an amazing mathematician, she's a fantastic person. And she considers herself just simply a mathematician. She doesn't like to be defined as a woman mathematician, and I think people should respect that. She's just an amazing, talented mathematician altogether. So I received the news of Miriam getting the Field Medal when I was in Italy on vacation. And of course, in the math world, it was pretty clear that she was pretty high up as a contender. So, of course, you probably learned there are many articles that were written about this event because it is a historical event. And in particular, in Italy, I read two articles in two different newspapers. In the first article, the author, male mathematician, concludes by saying, we're gonna have to wait and see if giving the field medal to Miriam Ezekani is an exception that confirms the rule being field medalists are all men. And I was not very happy about that article, but fortunately, I read another one, which was much more thoughtful, much more realistic. And the conclusion of this second article was the following. Miriam Ezekani definitely deserved the field medal. She's fantastic. But in the category of possible receiver of the field medal, there are at least 3 more women, and I would like to name their name. There is Laure Sergemont. She's visiting Harvard at the moment, actually. There is Sylvie Serfati. There is Sophie Morel. And there are many other women. So what I wanted to convey is, yes, this is a historical year, the first woman receiving the field medal, but the world of mathematics changed. There are amazing women mathematicians out there, and I really, really hope that one day we'll see some of you, or maybe all of you, in the category of mathematicians that are ready to receive the field medal. So congratulations to all of you, to your parents and your teachers, and I will see you later up here in the park.